Well, this has definitely been an eventful weekend now, hasn't it? What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Omar BYT, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome, guys, to another weekly roundup of the La Liga fixtures, guys. This has been, like I said, a very eventful weekend, not just on the pitch but off the pitch. So many things have been happening on the pitch, so many things have happened off the pitch. But yeah, man, the title race once again takes another turn. It's crazy. Every single weekend, I've told you guys, keep your eye on La Liga, guys. The table keeps on changing, and there has been drama in the table this week as well. But you know, there has been also been things that have happened also off the pitch that have kind of affected stuff on the pitch, unfortunately. But yeah, man, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atlético, three-horse race has definitely taken another turn this weekend. Two teams played this weekend, one of them didn't, and fortunately it wasn't us. We were supposed to play yesterday against Osasuna at home, which was going to be very important game for us, but it didn't happen due to, obviously, you guys already know, but I will get into that first. But yeah, today we had another great weekend, guys. Amazing Sunday. We saw shocking result in Getafe. We saw a very competitive, surprisingly competitive game in the Bernabeu between Real Madrid and Rayo Vallecano, which is crazy because I think both of these games are Madrid derbies, and definitely they were derbies, guys. They felt like derbies today. But as far as the first game is concerned, guys, like I mentioned, it was supposed to start on Saturday. Barca was supposed to play against Osasuna, and in the last minute, right, like a 15 to 20 minutes before kickoff, the match was unfortunately postponed due to a tragic event. One of, like I said, Barcelona's doctors, Carlos Moreno, ended up losing his life, and this was kind of something that came out of nowhere. It hit the players like a ton of bricks. Like it was a shock to the players. It was a tragedy at the club, and basically La Liga, Barcelona, and Osasuna all came together and they agreed to postpone the game to another day. And this is, like I said, a very unfortunate event that's happened. It was also very sudden. Like this was kind of an out of nowhere situation where, you know, the doctor was actually someone that, funny enough, the morning of Saturday was actually with the players, had breakfast with the players. Everything looked fine on the outside, but yeah, unfortunately, he did unfortunately die in his sleep. I think he suffered a cardiac arrest. He was 40 years old, by the way. He very young man, prime of his life. But yeah, unfortunately, because of this, La Liga decided to postpone the game because of, like I said, all parties agreed to postpone the game. And you know, fair play to Osasuna for understanding this situation and understanding that sometimes, you know, there's life outside of football, and sometimes, you know, this affects the players. You know, these players are human beings at the end of the day. You know, I don't know how close the players were to you know, Dr. Moreno, because if you think about it, like you saw recently with the tributes from like Araujo, Gavi, and so many other players, like this is something that unfortunately hits hard to the players. It hit them a lot because you've seen guys like Araujo who've been out for most of the season, guys like Gavi, guys like Pedri, you know. You think about players like Ansu, like I'm sure these guys, they had a very strong relationship with this doctor, because you know they have been sidelined for most of this season as well. So yeah, as a result, like I said, the game was cancelled, and you know, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna go into too much detail about this. You know, you've got, unfortunately, some fans that, you know, they're very unmerciful when it comes to these things, right? You got like some of the rival fans, like Madrid fans, coming out criticizing it and basically making excuses. But you know, I'm not gonna spend too much detail about it. I'm not going to make this about, rivalries and all that. Like I said, this is not about football. This is outside the game. So, certain people, unfortunately, they don't realize that there is life outside of football. And, sometimes some things are just too real. Like, you got to put rivalry aside for certain things. But, fans are going to be fans. Some fans are just naturally toxic and negative. What are you going to do? But, yeah, man. RIP to Carlos Moreno. Now, as far as the game's replay is concerned, there has been rumors. Apparently, they're saying they could be played later on this month or potentially around the mid to end of the season. So there's talk that it could potentially happen right after the international break or in and around the international break, which would make no sense. Or it could be played at the end of the season. But they haven't put a confirmed date just yet. So we're still waiting to hear from that. And yeah, so because the game between Barca and Osasuna was postponed, both Atleti and Real Madrid had chances to basically kind of open the gap and change the table, right? Have games in hand. And one of the teams that was closest to us was Atleti, and they were actually the ones who started the weekend today. They started the Sunday, the beautiful Sunday, and good Lord Almighty, what happened? What happened against Getafe? Like, I'm actually like, if you guys ever watch the game, I would highly recommend you go back and watch the highlights. That game was just insane. The last 15 minutes of that game, good Lord Almighty, incredible. Like, so many things happened in the game. You had Rodrigo de Paul, who has been very important to Atlético this season, came off today. And the game was very tight, like I expected. I knew, Getafe were going to make it very difficult for Atleti. I knew they were going to be packing the bus, doing the Stoke City thing, like I mentioned. And they did. They completely locked out Atleti for most of the game. But like I said, at the end, Atleti ended up getting a lifeline when they got a penalty. And I was converted by Alexandra Soloth. Now you're thinking, all right, 75th minute, you've scored the goal. That's probably going to be it. But no, absolutely not. Because, like I said, it seems like everything just happened in the last 15 minutes of the game. Crazy. Because out of nowhere, Angel Correa, just a moment of stupidity, gets sent off. He gets sent off. Makes no sense. I don't know too many stuff happening. But in the end, out of nowhere, before you knew it, it was already 1-1. And Moro Arambari was actually the guy who scored the equalizer in the 88th minute. And you're thinking, good Lord Almighty, what happened? Like, what is going on? And obviously, I was very, very happy because, like I said, any drop points is good drop points for us. And they dropped points, but it went from bad to worse to Atleti because at the end, Arambari ended up scoring the winner in the 92nd minute, like 4 minutes later. So it was a complete head loss by Atletico, and they have lost. So now once again the table changes, and I was over the moon. You guys can tell I was extremely over the moon. I was very excited. I thought, okay, listen, we did not play this week, but hey, at least I can guarantee that both Atleti and Real Madrid won't be going ahead of us at the end of this weekend. And thankfully, I was like I said, when they lost, I knew Barca would still be top, even regardless of what happened in the Atletico Real Madrid game, because we have that higher goal difference. But Atletico Madrid, complete head loss, and that's it. They've lost, and once again, another weekend and another drama in the title race. But then we ended up having another Madrid derby, right? Between Real Madrid and Rayo Vallecano. Now, I actually didn't start this game, but Real Madrid ended up winning the game 2-1. And before I actually go into the game, fair play to Real Madrid. Just want to say, even as a rival fan, fair play to Madrid today. Paying tribute to Carlos Moreno, seeing that today was actually very beautiful because it shows you, man, we're rivals, we love football, but there's life outside of football, and that was the perfect example of that. So fair play to Real Madrid. And listen, Real Madrid actually played a very good game today. And yeah, Vinicius Jr. today got on the score sheet. He played well today. Like, I was very impressed today. Like, he was very, very, very good. And he kind of needed a game like that, because he has been, I wouldn't necessarily say he's been terrible, but you can tell, like, this year he's not exactly been pulling, any surprises like last season. Like, he hasn't really pulled any strings recently, but yeah, he needed that, and it was an amazing performance. Rayo Vallecano, to their credit, actually fought. Like, it was 2-0 down. They could have, it looked like they were gonna get battered, but fair play to Rayo Vallecano. They made it a game. They ended up scoring, right? They played well. They had a lot of bravery, but in the end, it just, did not ended up entailing to them getting an equalizer. But in the end, Real Madrid, it was ugly, but it was effective. And yeah, they've won, and now they go to the Champions League against Atlético on Wednesday. Now, this is big. Now, as far as the table is concerned, Real Madrid now winning the game today means that now they are the same points as us. The table, they are now officially second with the same amount of points as us. And as far as Atlético is concerned, massive head lost. Angel Correa, absolute dumb decision making from him. But as far as Real Madrid is concerned, congratulations to them. They did their thing today. And as far as Barca is concerned, now we just have to keep our head down. Now, we were complaining about fixture congestions and all that, but unfortunately, because of this tragedy, the players did end up getting a rest. And, they go to the Champions League on Tuesday. And next weekend is going to be huge. Next weekend is going to be huge, because you know what game is coming up next weekend? That's right. Atlético versus Barcelona at the Wanda Metropolitano. And guys, this loss between Getafe against Atlético, it's now made the game next weekend a must see. If you have to watch that game now. It's gonna be incredible, guys, because this table is gonna keep getting crazy. Now that Real Madrid have won, they're now just licking their lips, just chilling. They're just chilling and keeping their eye on the game on Saturday, next Saturday. Because Real Madrid, Atlético lose, they open the gap. We lose, they go top if they win. So at the end of the day, it's a very, very interesting league title race, guys. Like I'm telling you guys, keep your eyes on La Liga, guys. It's the best, most competitive league in the world right now, guys. But yeah, another weekend, like I said, title race been incredible. Like I said, tell me what you guys think in the comments section. Tell me what you guys think of the performances today from Atleti. Tell me what you guys think of Real Madrid's performance today. And yeah, guys, I'm just going to close out, like I said, just closing out by saying RIP to Carlos Moreno. Condolences to your family and everybody else, affected by this. And yeah, man, another weekend gone, guys. We go to the Champions League next. As far as Barcelona is concerned, we play Benfica. Let's get it done, get the win, and then try and get that focus on that big game on Saturday. We'll be doing a match preview for that, obviously, and everything else that comes with it. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and like I always say whenever I end these streams, Visca el Barça, Visca el Catalunya, and peace, you guys. Take care.